absence of the different. It's what the different makes when it decides to meet. Not the unison of everything the same, the particular beauty of what distinct things complete. And what we have, the two of us together, has that quality, the particular fit. Not because we're the same in all the ways that matter, because what we are together makes something of it. The particular combination of our different, that produces something neither of us had alone. Not the sum of what we brought, the third thing, the harmony that only comes from having grown. Not perfect like without the dissonance, perfect like the dissonance resolved into something right. The harmony that found its way through the difficult, that sounds the way it sounds because it earned its light. The perfect harmony between us, and perfect here means something earned, not given. Not the effortless, the work toward the discovered, the harmony that came from the consistent living. The perfect harmony between us, in every movement, the tender and the hard, in how the different notes we carry find each other, in how the distance between us is the space that bursts the art. Not unison, not sameness, the perfect harmony between us. Distinct things making something neither could make alone. I wanna celebrate the specific quality of it, not the idea of harmony, but the actual sound. The particular way our different voices find each other, the specific beauty of what we found. Not the arrangement anyone could have predicted, the one that emerged from who we actually are. From the particular combination of these two people, these particular notes, this particular guitar. And what it sounds like, what the harmony produces, is something I keep wanting to return to. Not because it's perfect in the flawless version, because it's perfect in the way that's only true to. Not perfect like without the dissonance, perfect like the dissonance resolved into something right. The harmony that found its way through the difficult, that sounds the way it sounds because it earned its light. The perfect harmony between us, and perfect here means something earned, not given. Not the effortless, the work toward the discovered, the harmony that came from the consistent living. The perfect harmony between us, in every movement, the tender and the hard, in how the different notes we carry find each other, in how the distance between us is the space that bursts the art. Not unison, not sameness, the perfect harmony between us. Two distinct things making something neither could make alone. The most beautiful harmonies require the space between the notes, not the collision, but the finding of what the space allows. And what the space between us allows is the particular music that belongs to us alone. Not despite the distance, because of it. The harmony that needs both notes to exist. The perfect harmony between us, and perfect here means something earned, not given. Not the effortless, the work toward the discovered, the harmony that came from the consistent living. The is the space that bursts the art. Not unison, not sameness, the perfect harmony between us. Two distinct things making something neither could make alone. Not the same, no, not the unison. Two distinct, finding each other and making something neither could make alone. I've made things I was proud of, that much is true. The particular satisfaction of a thing well done, the work that found its form after the effort, that became what it was meant to be, finally under the sun. And I know what it feels like when something is working, the particular quality of craft meeting its subject right. When what you're making and what you're trying to say find each other, and the result has its own light. And loving you has that, the working quality, not the effortless, the effort finding its return. The particular satisfaction of a love that keeps on finding more to give, more to make, more to learn. Not greatest like the most acclaimed or most remembered, greatest like the one that asked the most and gave. The work that required the full range of what I had, and keeps on asking, which is what the greatest crave. My greatest work is loving you, and work here means the best kind, the chosen, not the labor of the reluctant or the obliged. The craft of someone fully, freely open. My greatest work is loving you in every version of the daily and the long, in the ordinary practice of returning to the making, in everything that keeps the work from going wrong. Not finished, not exhibited. My greatest work is loving you, still in progress, still the most important thing I make each day. The greatest works aren't the ones completed in a sitting, they're the ones that keep on asking for the returning, that don't arrive at finished and stay there, that keep on finding something worth the learning. And this is that, the work that never settles, not because it's flawed or incomplete, because the subject keeps on deepening, keeps on giving the work somewhere to meet. And that, the work that keeps on finding more, is the sign of something genuinely worth the making, not the project with a deadline or an end, the one that's worth the perpetual undertaking. Not greatest like the most acclaimed or most remembered, greatest like the one that asked the most and gave. The work that required the full range of what I had, and keeps on asking, which is what the greatest crave. My greatest work is loving you, and work here means the best kind, the chosen, not the labor of the reluctant or the obliged. The craft of someone fully, freely open. My greatest work is loving you in every version of the daily and the long, in the ordinary practice of returning to the making, in everything that keeps the work from going wrong. Not finished, not exhibited. My greatest work is loving you, still in progress, still the most important thing I make each day. Every artist has the work they choose above the others, not the easiest or the most celebrated, the one that acts the most, that kept on asking, that required the full self, and then some. That's this, not because it's hard, because it's worth everything it asks, the work I choose above all others, the work I'm most proud of, still making stand. My greatest work is loving you, is loving you, still in progress, still the most important thing I make each day. Not finished, not framed, still making every day, and choosing to keep making, which is the only thing that makes it great. Great. There's a particular quality to being looked at well. Not all looking does what the best looking does. Some looking evaluates, and some looking passes over, and some, the rarest kind, simply receives because. And yours is the receiving kind. I've known that, the particular warmth of eyes that look without the agenda, that find what's there before I've had the chance to manage, and hold it with the care that makes the ordinary surrender. Not protection like a shield or like a fortress, protection like the warmth of being genuinely seen, the particular safety of existing in a gaze that holds you as you are, not the in-between. Not protected from the world by what you see, protected from the particular chill of being unseen, the warmth of eyes that find you in the ordinary, that hold what's there with everything they mean. Under the protection of your eyes, and protection here means something warm, not hard, not the armor kind, the receiving kind, the gaze that holds you close and not apart. Under the protection of your eyes, and how they find me before I found the words, in the particular warmth of being looked at without agenda, and everything you're looking quietly up for. It's not guarded, not defended, under the protection of your eyes. The warmest place I know to simply be seen. I've learned what it feels like to be looked at poorly, the evaluating gaze that measures as it goes, that takes its inventory of what it finds and gives back something less than what it knows. Yours is the opposite of that completely, the eyes that look and find and simply hold, that don't require the edited or the managed, that receive the actual before the actual's told. And being under that particular gaze changes something in how I carry what I carry, the particular reason knowing I am seen correctly that makes the ordinary less contrary. Not protected from the world by what you see, protected from the particular chill of being unseen, the warmth of eyes that find you in the ordinary, that hold what's there with everything they mean. Under the protection of your eyes, and protection here means something warm, not hard, not the armor kind, the receiving kind, the gaze that holds you close and not apart. Under the protection of your eyes, and how they find me before I found the words, in the particular warmth of being looked at without agenda, in everything you're looking quietly affords. Not guarded, not defended, under the protection of your eyes. The warmest place I know to simply be seen. To be seen well is its own particular protection, not from the world, but from the loneliness of moving through it unwitnessed, and your eyes witness me genuinely, in the ordinary and the difficult alike. That witnessing is the protection, the warmth of knowing someone actually sees you and stays. Under the protection of your eyes, and protection here means something warm, not hard, not the armor kind, the receiving kind, the gaze that holds you close and not apart. Under the protection of your eyes, and how they find me before I found the words, and the particular warmth of being looked at without agenda. In everything you're looking quietly up for, it's not guarded, not defended. Under the protection of your eyes, the warmest place I know to simply be seen, not from the world, from the loneliness of moving through it unseen. Your eyes witnessing and staying, which turns out to be the only protection that matters.